In our effort to do the Alpine Loop, I tried to find the closest campsite that I could to make reservations. I don't really like to have to search out for a campsite. I kind of like to know where we're going to go. We've had so many experiences where we've gone out looking for campsites and we've had to just like search for hours, and by the time we find a dispersed site, we're just like fried. So I found Mill Creek Campground, and it is like well into the Alpine Loop on Cinnamon Pass, and it's a really nice little campsite.
But first, on our way from Pagosa Springs to Lake City, we stopped at North Clear Creek Falls. It's kind of a little rest area that's just off the highway. It has bathrooms, and it has this really cool waterfall that you get to walk down and see. I mean, and it is very close to the parking area, and you don't drive very far in. So it's a good halfway point to stop and get out and walk and see something really interesting. Oh, wow. Treasure Falls was kind of a trickle. This guy's rocking. Sawyer found a surprise. Somebody put, where? Oh yeah, somebody put little plastic army men all along here. So we just rolled in to Lake San Cristobal. We're making our way around, and there's a moose, and it's the exact same spot where we spotted a moose last summer. Last year we saw a mama with a baby, and I wonder if it's the same mama, and if she's got her baby with her this year. So we're not close to this moose. I don't know what the camera looks like, but we're on the side of the road, and this moose is down an embankment. We're not close, but this is so cool. So Lake City's awesome. This is Lake San Cristobal. If you want to see wildlife, I mean, we have consistently year over year spotted moose here, and that is something that's so special. All right, bye moose. Thank you for being here. We just got into our campsite here at Mill Creek. It's really nice and clean. We reserved a spot that's on the river, which is really nice because you can hear the river, and we're nestled in trees, as you can see. So it's shady in our spot. There are some campsites here that are just fully exposed in the sun. So when you make your reservation, be sure to find one that has shade. It gives you a description of the campsite, generally the features, and you can select shade. Sawyer's cooking. He's got the burgers going, so we're gonna eat and then finish getting set up. It's crazy when you're like, something about being at altitude and camping just makes me hungry. It's like, we've got to eat. So the first order of business is feed everybody, then get finished setting up.
I actually reserved our spot really early in the year, so it is late June. I reserved our spot, I want to say back in March. There are first come, first served spots, and all the rest are online reservations. Look at this creek, it is going full speed. Whoa. And it is very, very mosquito-y at this campsite because of all the water. So I recommend going on recreation.gov, and you can see all the campsites. A lot of them have reviews. You can filter and sort by what you want. So if you want shade, dog friendly, RV, group sites, you can filter all that out. So I put in a site for tents. I want shade, and I want it to be by the water, and that's what we got. This campsite also has bear-proof containers available for each individual campsite, and that's really nice. The bathrooms are very clean. They're well stocked with toilet paper. They don't have any sort of a smell. So that's all good. The big downside to this campsite is no water. And so before you say, well, that's Doge, No, because these campsites last summer didn't have water either. They have spigots, none of them work. So I don't know why that's the case, because these are fee campsites. People are paying to be here, so you think they'd get those repaired. Ooh, look at this. This is why it's called Mill Creek. Oh.
There. Go in there and pop just like that. No. All right, here he goes. Ready? Dude, there it goes.
Yeah, the trees are tagged. They have little numbers pinned to them. I noticed some on our campsite. We did discover a lot of dispersed camping up on the Alpine Loop, but for us, Chad works a half day and then we head out. So it's nice getting here in the evening after driving for several hours to be able to just pull into a place, just head straight here and not have to search around. So these are the pit toilets. And you can see that there is a bare food storage locker at every campsite. So these are really nice food lockers. I mean, they're for more than food. Any of your toiletries. As you can see, I was drinking LaCroix and I just stuck it in here while we were out walking around. So you can keep all your toiletries, all your cooking supplies. They recommend storing any clothes that you wore while you were cooking in here, just to really keep the bears from getting to you. And so I selected, when I was making our reservation, I wanted to site on the water, and this is a creek. But this is wonderful because you can hear the water all night. So even if people are driving around or coughing or, you know, banging into their storage lockers or locking their car door, all the things that make noises, running generators, you can't hear it because of the river. It's really nice. And they're pretty spacious. You're not packed in here. So our neighbors are over there. You see Lupin? Don't pick them.
Why? Why?
Because they'll go to seed and we'll have more. That's a cool rig. He had a good time on the loop. That's also marked as a tent site, but they got their camper in there like champions. So I guess, you know, we play fast and loose here at Mill Creek. This would be a pretty campsite in the fall.
So if you see, last night, a moose was coming through here. It's a nice place to be with a moose.
Yeah, the moose ran from here all the way across the road up through this campsite. And so that's what we realized with getting a campsite on the water. You get to have some extra creatures in your campsite. So we're trying to be more diligent with keeping our food packed up for the bears in case this is also a trail that the bears use. This campsite also has trash cans, so you can dispose of your trash, which is really nice because not all campsites have that, established campsites. So we were really happy to find that out because we had a nice bag of trash that we were able to throw away our first day, and we didn't have to pack it with our food or haul it with us over the Alpine Loop. So I'm walking now. I wanted to show you guys the river access trail. Here's the fishing trail. It does border two campsites, so you don't want to go too crazy. And so you can just kind of walk down and find a spot. So there's the road. That's Cinnamon Pass. So this is Lake San Cristobal. It is very windy. Probably a red flag warning.
Yes.
Is a red flag warning. But we're going to try to fish a little bit. These are the flies that Sawyer's made.
It got hung up on the bush. There's Sam and Chad. Ooh, this bridge is so fun. I wanted to get a paddleboard, but it's too windy. There's not even any boats out on the lake right now. Look at that. The water is like an inch, you would say, from...
Right here, it's up.
Oh, here we go. How cool. It's slick.
Watch out!
Here he comes. Now we're on Goose Island. It says stay on the trail because this is a goose nesting area. And nobody wants to make a goose upset. So this is 0.61 acres. And it is a breeding ground for Canada goose. This is such a fun lake.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of Mill Creek. I can't say creek, I've tried 5 times. This little tour of Mill Creek Campground outside of Lake City on the Alpine Loop. This is a great head start if you're heading up Cinnamon Pass. So I highly recommend making reservations to stay here or rolling the dice and trying to find one first come, first serve. So thanks for watching. Bye.